If you follow even a relatively small creator, odds are you heard about YouTube's new changes to their revenue and partner program. And in a blog post, they went over those changes. It says, 2017 marked a tough year for many of you, with several issues affecting our community and the revenue earned from advertising through the YouTube Partner Program, YPP. Despite those issues, more creators than ever are earning a living on YouTube, with the number of channels making over 6 figures, up over 40% year over year. In 2018, a major focus for everyone at YouTube is protecting our creator ecosystem and ensuring your revenue is more stable. Back in April of 2017, we set a YouTube Partner Program eligibility requirement of 10,000 lifetime views, meaning that if you wanted to monetize your videos, you had to make 10,000 views or more. No one really complained about it, wasn't really an issue. I'm currently just under 4,000 lifetime views, I think, so I was coming up on that mark. May or may not impact my opinion on the situation. And it says, while that threshold provided more information to determine whether a channel followed our community guidelines and policies, it's been clear over the last few months that we need a higher standard. Starting today, we're changing the eligibility requirement for monetization to 4,000 hours of watch time within the past 12 months and 1,000 subscribers. We've arrived at these new thresholds after thorough analysis and conversations with creators like you. They will allow us to significantly improve our ability to identify creators who contribute positively to the community and help drive more ad revenue to them and away from bad actors. These higher standards will also help us prevent potentially inappropriate videos from monetizing, which can hurt revenue for everyone. It goes on to say, on February 20th, 2018, we'll also implement this threshold across existing channels on the platform to allow for a 30-day grace period. On that date, channels with fewer than 1,000 subs or 4,000 watch hours will no longer be able to earn money on YouTube. When they reach 1,000 subs and 4,000 watch hours, they will be automatically reevaluated under strict criteria to ensure they comply with our policies. New channels will need to apply, and their application will be evaluated when they hit these milestones. And a lot of the outrage stems from the fact that a lot of these smaller channels were making money already on YouTube, and now they're not. And the issue there is that YouTube is, in a way, pulling the carpet out from under them, monetarily speaking. Now, is this going to impact my channel or impact me at all? Short answer is no, because I don't currently make money on YouTube. I've made 5 cents on one of my videos. I'm not even sure which one, to be completely honest with you. And that's not really the point of YouTube. And these smaller channels are complaining, and actually, I've had a couple of people on my personal Facebook that none of you know, and I'm probably not even going to include the names or images or anything, but they received emails because they have smaller channels as well, and I have grown up with these people. Again, that's why I'm not going to mention them in this video. It's not my place. I think the Facebook post I saw was something, they were loosely quoting YouTube's email that was sent to them. Yeah, hey, you were making money, but you weren't making us enough money. You were just making you the amount of money you wanted to make for you. And because you're not making us enough money, we're not going to let you make any money at all. And that's not what this is about at all. At the end of the day, YouTube is a company, and a company's bottom line is profit. At least most companies. A lot of tech companies aren't actually worried about profit, like Netflix. Amazon, I don't think makes a profit, and if they do, it was pretty recently that they've started making one. The point that I'm trying to make is, if you're a smaller channel, the little bit that you were making probably wasn't paying your bills. If you have more than 1,000 subs, once you reach that 1,000 sub mark, most likely the growth that you've hit is going to propel you past 2,000, 3,000, 5,000, and so on. Because when people see what they like, they'll want to see more of it. And if you continue making that thing that they like, then they'll continue to sub, and more people will sub from that. It'll be like a chain reaction. So what is my point in saying everything that I've said and all the points that I've made and whatnot? Well, going back to the original post from Facebook that I referred to from a personal friend that also has a YouTube channel, they had accrued $88, and they can't actually remove it, because if you don't have $100, you can't cash that out, so to speak. $100 is just the minimum. That's just the way it is. That's how it's always been. So when I see someone complaining about that, from my point of view, now granted, I've only made 5 cents, so it's hard for me to say 5 cents versus $88, but the only reason I'm saying this is because I feel as though I would feel the same way at the $88 mark as I would at the 5 cent mark. The point is, you're not going to be able to remove that money anyway, not until you release more content, make more videos, make a little more money until it bumps over that mark. But my whole point is, if you're making YouTube videos and you have a job, does it really matter that it got pushed a little further away from you? I mean, let's look at it this way. When your parents are teaching you to swim, do they let you get, I don't know, to a certain point and scoop you up and it's all okay, it's fine? I know my parents didn't. It was a situation of, I was told to start swimming, and they just slowly moved further and further away from me. And then eventually, I would reach them. But they would put that little more distance, because if I didn't push for it, if I didn't try, then there was no way of knowing whether or not I was going to stay afloat on my own when I need to, when I'm supposed to, and when I should. So I guess that's my point of view on this for YouTube. They're saying, hey, if you don't, like, if there's not a sustainable and reasonable audience, then we're not going to allow ads. Because let's say my parents or your parents were teaching you how to swim and they just scooped you up after 1 or 2 paddles. Well, you can swim, you're fine, go ahead. They go inside, you jump off the diving board, and you can't swim. You go straight to the bottom, drown, that's it. You could potentially do that to your channel in the form of bad content and ruin it for everyone else. So if you're a channel that is at 800 subscribers, 900 subscribers, and you think, well, to get to this last point, to get to this threshold of 1,000, I need to do something insane, something ridiculous. So you go out and, I don't know, film a dead body you found in the suicide forest of Japan. Just throwing that out there. You know, you stir up a bunch of controversy, puts you just under the 1,000 subscriber mark. Well, now YouTube can say, no, we're not paying you. And even if you break the 1,000 mark, they could and probably still would say, no, we're not going to do that. We're not going to let you monetize, because that was idiotic. Are you insane? Like, what do you think you're doing? So for these smaller channels that are just under 1,000, medium-sized channels that are over 1,000, this is kind of YouTube's chance to lay a blanket over everyone and say, hey, you all have to reapply. So with all these people reapplying now, because, oh, I'm over 1,000 subscribers and I have 4,000 views in the past 12 months. Well, if one of your videos has 3 million views because you beat a dog, or because you cheated on your girlfriend, or something just not ad-friendly and not even remotely okay, then this is YouTube's chance to really wipe the slate clean. Basically what I'm getting at is, the long story short is, this is YouTube's fast pass to avoiding Adpocalypse 3. It's not so much Logan Paul's fault as it is everyone is falling back on him as the presumed reason. Because a plan like this changes quite a lot within their structure, within YouTube's structure, Google's structure. If you think that Logan Paul's situation, which happened, January 1st, 16 days ago, then that just seems misguided to me, because as a large company, you wouldn't make that decision rashly. I think that the kid YouTube channel situation, where they would get millions and millions of views but not have that many subscribers, this is the result, because kids are going to watch these videos. Lots of kids are going to watch these videos. If you don't know why, then parent hands kid YouTube Kids app. YouTube Kids app spits out kid channel related stuff. They eventually cycle their way down into these kid channel depths of just bad videos, and that happens millions of times across the US. These kids don't have YouTube channels, so they don't subscribe. They don't know how to subscribe. They don't know what subscriptions are. So these channels may have millions and millions of views, but not many subscribers. This, again, helps alleviate that, puts a big blanket over everything, and everyone has to reapply. If you go over to Twitter and you know who Front Page Tech is and you follow them, great channel. They're hilarious and they give great news. I think that John Prosser said it best in his Twitter post. It was a video in response to the YouTube partner program being changed.
If you have less than 1,000 subscribers, you should not be worrying about money at all, period. We're talking about pennies here. You aren't entitled to money just because you made a thing. YouTube doesn't owe you anything. YouTube isn't your job. They aren't your employer. Here's the truth. YouTube doesn't care if you upload your little videos to their site or not. You think that they should pay you just because you woke up one day and decided to make a YouTube video? Everyone in their pile of shit has uploaded a video. At the end of this video, if you're still discouraged and you still feel entitled, sit down. Let the rest of us go to work.
So the ending of that video is mostly what I want to touch on. This is John Prosser, his Twitter post, his video. I'll leave a link to the whole thing in the description so you can go watch it and follow him while you're there, because he's great. Basically, what he was saying is if you still feel bad by the end of the video and you still feel entitled, then sit down and let the rest of us go to work, which is kind of what I am going to say as well, because I'm not doing this for money to a degree. I've always told people when people hear about my YouTube channel and they ask me what my goal is, what the point of it is, it's really to entertain. I love everything about it. I love that this microphone records my voice in an amazing way and it sounds great. I love that this camera records me talking to you in whatever state or country you're in. That's awesome. I love that I could build a computer and pretty soon, at some point in the near future, I'll show you that process and how I built my computer that more or less runs my YouTube channel. And the other thing he mentioned was that they let you upload for free. No other website does that. No other website allows that, not for a full-on video with comments and likes. And so the point of this video, if you're a smaller creator and you're complaining about the $88 that's in your bank account that you now can't withdraw because you haven't reached 4,000 hours of watch time and or 1,000 subscribers, keep going. It's not over. It's not even remotely over or as ended. If anything, this paves the way for future success for everyone. Makes it more stable, makes it safer to a degree. I guess to wrap everything up, am I done because I've seen it? No, I'm not. I'm doing this because I love it, because it's a lot of fun to do, and I'm having a great time doing it. Editing's tedious, sure, but everything about it is just so great and so fun to me that I don't plan on stopping anytime soon. I've heard worse news in relation to YouTube. This is nothing. To me, this is encouraging. This is a challenge. This is reach 1,000 subscribers, reach 4,000 watch hours in a year, and then I can start making money, doing what I love to do. Yeah, this is nothing more than a challenge, and I'm ready to accept it. That's been it for this video, guys. If you liked it, you know what to do. If you didn't like it, you also know what to do. But if you do, you. And if you want to see more of this type of thing, these videos, subscribe. Comment and let me know if you have a YouTube channel, which I know a few of my subscribers do have YouTube channels. If you have one, let me know what you think about this in the comments. What's your opinion? What do you think is gonna happen? Is this gonna impact you at all? I don't mean to sound too harsh, but if it bothers you that much, then step aside for a minute and let the rest of us go to work. Thank you for watching as usual, and as always, stay frosty and stay humble.